Hi, Year Sevens. I want to talk to you about a quote that you're going to discuss together, or maybe you've already talked about it and you want to think a bit more about it. There are many paths up the mountain, but they all lead to the same place. Or in a video you've just watched, it says, there is one God who can be known by many names. And this is an idea within Hinduism that's really interesting, and it's quite different to some of the other religions we've already looked at, or that you might be aware of yourself. You might think, oh, there's one answer, there's one God and there's one religion, and that's perfectly fine. But within Hinduism, things are a little bit different. Built into Hinduism is this idea that many different things could be right and could be true. Perhaps they're just parts of the truth that everyone's trying to get hold of, and everyone's leading to the same place eventually. If you remember last year, we talked about the story of the blind men and the elephant, and there were 6 blind men, or women, who had never seen an elephant, but by touching it, by feeling different parts, they felt they knew what it was. The rope as the tail, a wall as the leg, a big fan as an ear. And they argued over what the elephant was. But in a way they were all right. And then having all their ideas combined together gave that idea of the overall truth of the elephant. Because how could our minds fully understand that of the creative force of the entire universe? Our little minds can't understand that. It reminds me of with Lego, for example. If I had a little Lego person, tiny Lego person who lived in this Lego house, would their mind fully understand mine? They're so much smaller than me. We're so different. Maybe they'd understand a part of me, but not all of me. And the house is quite useful as well, because some people have described it to me as if, like, the truth, the essence of everything is the house, and by looking in one window I see one little bit. And I don't get to see in every single window, so I just see the part that I do. And it doesn't mean what someone sees over there is wrong, they're just seeing a different part of the house. And this is an idea we'll come back to time and time again with Hinduism. It's why you can have very different views in Hinduism, very different approaches. You could get 100 people who are Hindu into a room together and they'd have very different ideas about what their worship is, about what their gods are and what they mean to them, what it means to be a Hindu. But in a way, they would all believe that they all have parts of the truth, and even other religions and other traditions too. So it's quite a different way of thinking about things to the way some of us might be used to, and you might not agree, or you might agree that there is just one truth that we can know. But there's also this tradition within Hinduism and in other religions too, that you can never know the full truth because of how our minds are as just merely human, but we kind of grasp at and get parts of it together, like the blind men and the elephant, or like me looking into a house with many windows.